Since a little over a year ago, I started working on a game called Arcade Wizard. Since the beginning, I've been documenting its progress in devlog videos, although not as frequent in the beginning. And today I want to share a recap of my past year of game development. So before we get into Arcade Wizard, I do want to mention that this is not my first game. I have been releasing browser games in the past called Head Wizard. I've made a couple of sequels in these series. But after working on the same series for so long, I decided to change things up a bit. That's when I decided to participate in a game jam called Ludum Dare. Ludum Dare is a game jam where you make a game by yourself or in a team in the time span of only 2 days. So I decided to make a game by myself. In the jam, I made a game called Arcade Wizard. In this game you run around as a wizard with an orb that follows you around and it will shoot backwards. You're on a simple rectangular map where enemies will spawn randomly. These enemies will move towards you trying to kill you. So what you have to do is run away and try to shoot them. As the time moves on and you kill more enemies, stronger enemies will appear and this will increase your score the longer you survive. In the end, Arcade Wizard reached the 19th place of Ludum Dare, and I also got a bunch of positive feedback, so I decided to continue working on it for a bit. Okay, so now the most core mechanics of the game were in place. So next up I looked at what I could improve, and a couple of players suggested that I would add upgrades. I thought this was a good idea, so I added it in. And I also wanted there to be a finish line so someone could actually finish the game. So in the following month I spent some time creating an upgrade system so the player could become stronger after dying or finishing a level. And I also added stages with a boss at the last stage, so the player had a goal. I also added some small quality of life changes like health bars. So a month after the initial version of the game was done, I made a lot of progress and I also made a video about the progress. At this point I had been uploading devlog videos for my game Head Wizard and one video for the Ludum Dare game, but I didn't release many videos about Arcade Wizard yet. I saw that people reacted well to Arcade Wizard, so even though the game could be done and uploaded at that point as a browser game, I thought it would be a win-win situation if I continued working on the game. Because the game would get better and I could eventually turn it into a mobile game and my YouTube channel would grow. So in the year after I created a bunch of new features like new enemies, more maps and more boss fights. But that was not all. I also added different orb types, unlockable skins, more upgrades, a new game plus which resets progress and upgrades that would not reset after the new game plus. Besides these big features, but also including these big features, I added a ton of changes because of the great feedback you all have been giving me on my videos. And I think this really improved the game to a next level. So after a long period of development, I thought the game was finally at a stable point where it was a playable game and representative of the final experience. So at that point I made a demo available on my website. And this demo was played by over 400 people. Yet again I received some great feedback and this led me to make some of the final changes. In this period I went quiet for a little bit. This is mainly because the changes were all small tweaks and bug fixes, so there wasn't really any interesting material for a video. After I implemented all the final changes, the game was done and all I had to do was upload it to the App Store and the Android Store. This all took a little bit longer than I expected because I had to get a developer license for both platforms. Both of these require a credit card. There was not any other way that I could pay for the licenses, so I had to wait for a credit card. Also, after I uploaded the game, I had to look into American export laws. This was not something I was counting on having to do, so that took a little bit of time. Then after I could finally submit the game, I had to wait for the review, and then after a long period, I think it was about 2 months, I could finally plan the release for the game. So right now the game is out on a couple of platforms. I uploaded it to Armor Games, And I also uploaded it to Android and iOS. So if you're interested in the game, then feel free to give it a try. I put the links in the description below. It's completely free. So yeah, I would really appreciate it if you could play it. And I would also really appreciate it if you could leave a review on one of the mobile stores, because it would greatly help the performance of my game on those platforms. For now, I think that's about it for this video. I think the next video I will explain a little bit more what my plans are for Arcade Wizard moving forward, and also what my plans are with Head Wizard. And besides that, I think I might make a video in the near future about the performance of my game. So how much people played it and stuff like that. And yeah, I'm thinking about making that like a reoccurring video, like every 3 months or something, that I share with you guys how many people played the game and stuff like that. So yeah, let me know if you're interested in that kind of stuff. For now, I want to thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.